What's going on, guys? Quinn69 here. How you guys doing? This is another master guide for the Crusaders. This one is for the Seekers of the Light set. Obviously, if you master all 4 Crusader dungeons, you get this badass looking pennant. Let's get into it. So, straight away, you want to head to Act 2, Ancient Waterway. From here, okay, this is where it gets a little bit funky. You want to head down the waterlogged passage. It's this little thing here. Then you want to hop on your little horsey, run down this thing. Pretty sure it should be like right there. Boom. You're in, boys. You're in. So once you're inside the set dungeon, you're going to notice some objectives pop up on the right. It's pretty easy. So obviously the first objective there is kill 250 enemies without taking fatal damage. So that means you can't die. If you used some defensive gear, put on your cheat death, it's pretty hard to die. You're more likely to fail the objectives. Okay, so the next objective on the list there is cast Falling Sword 3 times within 15 seconds. Okay, there's technically a cheat you can use to get this really easily. There's a sword called Cam's Rebuttal. It allows you to use Falling Sword a second time after casting Falling Sword. So you can just go Falling Sword, wait for the cooldown, or like attack a couple times with Blessed Hammer, which reduces the cooldown of Falling Sword, then you jump again. And it makes that objective a piece of cake. I mean, I've already done it. You just saw me do it in the first, 5 seconds of the rift opening. That's only because I have Cam's Rebuttal on. If I did not have that on, it means you have to be, reducing the cooldown with Blessed Hammer, and it's actually quite difficult. So I just suggest putting Cam's Rebuttal into the cube. On top of that, you've got another objective there. It says, do not get hit by a single mortar. So you can see here, every elite has mortar, and you cannot immune this with a fire amulet. So this one here can actually be quite difficult. The way to avoid getting hit by mortar is by using Falling Sword. So when you see an elite, so kind of like as you're running into packs, kind of like ease your way in, and when you see the elite, chill out, get literally to the edge of your screen and then jump on him. Once you're in melee range, you cannot get hit by mortar unless there's another elite to the side that's going to shoot you. That can be a bad scenario if there's 2 elites, but in that case, just remake and try again if you fail, because eventually, see, I see mortar coming in, and I'm going to be like, boom, jump on him, and then you just kill him with your thing, and it's really not too bad. Then all you've got to do the mastery is just run around and kill the enemies within the time period. I highly suggest using a lot of mobility. You can see here I've got on top of the Cam's Rebuttal, so I can use Falling Sword like a bunch. I've also got my pony on, so I can use my pony to get around, because that's it's more about mobility, this particular set dungeon, because the Cam's Rebuttal solves the first objective. Just you don't get hit by the mortar, and then it's just a case of running around and killing the monsters. Also, in the other set dungeons, I've been telling you guys to lower your damage. Okay, that is not the case for this set dungeon. You want as much damage as possible, and you want to get as much cooldown reduction as possible for that utility on all of your offensive abilities and your mobile skills, But otherwise, if you have the correct gear setup, I would say the difficulty of this set dungeon is not very hard, but if you have the incorrect gear, you can make it a lot harder for yourself than it should be. So seriously, get the Cam's Rebuttal, get the CDR, and then just don't get hit by mortar, and you're good to go. Should be easy. Until next time, guys, peace out.